Do you find like with your people that you work with, a lot of times their addiction is connected to something maybe they're not happy with in their life, specifically related to with men, related to their purpose, lack of success
Almost,
of some sort?
yeah. Almost always is the problem with pornography really a manifestation of a guy not addressing something else in his life. Whether it's he's not attacking his work relentlessly, he's not actively pursuing relationships. Maybe he's not actively pursuing his wife. So usually if there's an area in his life that he's not giving certain attention to and it's eating away at him. So in order to mask that feeling, mask that emotions, let me go pleasure myself. But then what that does is that causes this whole other feeling of guilt, shame and anxiety. So then you get caught up in this this cycle. That's why on like our site, like we talk about faith, fitness, finance, family, freedom. Like we get the guys out into the community doing service projects. I've had multiple clients like in the course of 4 months not only like improve their work at their job, but launch other businesses. So yeah, it's almost always the porn issue is a manifestation of another area in his life that he's not fully addressing or giving the attention that it needs. So fix that first, then like you said, like when things are going really well, the business things are going, it's like the even need or urge to masturbate goes away.
Yeah, in my case, I wasn't not paying attention. I paid all the attention to those things. I'd sacrificed so greatly, and it was painful. It was like the hope deferred makes the heart sick, the word says. So like when the dream isn't manifesting and you've given everything for it, it hurts. And sometimes like definitely used sex as a drug in the past, and now I'm not having sex. So lust is the next best thing for me. Or
yeah. So you were too focused on the outcome of what you're doing as to understanding that the process of what you were actually doing is where the real transformation is taking place. Like you were too focused on, I'm doing this to achieve this, instead of I'm doing these things in order to develop myself and become the person that can potentially achieve this goal.
For sure. I wanted a payoff at some point. Like you understand that as a bodybuilder, dude. At some point you get grumpy when you're like you're eating healthy, you're doing cardio. At some point you're like, let's get this freaking show over with. I'm done.
Yeah, but bodybuilding is a great example though, because it is purely subjective. Like you can go 16 weeks, not miss a meal, hit multiple cardios every single day, get every single workout in. You've logged everything. You show up the absolute perfect. You've checked every single box. But then the outcome is left in somebody else's hands because it's you versus somebody else, and then somebody else's opinion on how that looks. So if you compete as a bodybuilder with only focusing on, I'm going to win first place, I'm going to win first place, I'm going to win first place, and you don't understand that it's a process to get you there, that is where you're developing character traits, is where you're developing discipline, that is where you're developing belief in and of yourself. That's what Atomic Habits is about. I don't know if you've ever read Atomic Habits by James Clear. It's understanding that there's a difference between a process goal, which is I'm doing these things in order to become X person that can achieve this goal, versus a outcome goal, which is I'm doing this thing to achieve. So it's a matter of perspective.
Right.